Yeah, I'll say the distilled water in my system isn't really doing much. Um, Filtration, kidney filtration. I mean, that's just why it's important. Like I would say, do whatever you have to do, whether it's nicotine or coffee. Um, in the red states, so to speak. There's green states, there's blue states under construction, I guess, and then there's the red states, like my state, where you can't have cannabis. So cannabis, yeah, but cannabis for the win. uh, no. This whole kidney filtration thing, I believe, is important because to me it proves that there's something going on in my body. Of course, microbiome, microbiology, and all that stuff doesn't seem to sit well with people. It's pseudoscience, and how in return does that not make everything pseudoscience? Like if physics can't be real science, then how in return can microbiology be pseudoscience? Um, Obviously, they're both important, whether it's biology or microbiology or physics. It's all science, which is good, but we need to understand the difference. One is living in the present and the future that physics sort of holds. Whether it's we colonize Mars or go back to the moon, these things, right? So we don't want to be too, you know, devious in saying like what's what and all that stuff. I mean, it's what you believe in. I can believe that fasting cures all diseases or fasting is the fastest way to health, and you can believe that we went to the moon and 9/11 was a shit show. So, and your doctor is absolutely 100% correct in all of her ways. I mean, if you don't want to fight, you don't want to fight. If you don't, like, I don't want to fight. That's all I really got to say. And then the minimalism thing, I mean, it's coming along, but it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time for me to sort of get to where I want to go with that. I mean, I have so much gifted to me that I can't even control, you know, this this urge to just go to the mountains and just reflect for a good long while. And my ears ring so hard right now. My ears are definitely getting a lot better with the dry fasting. Was it did my ears were my ears better in the car just now because like I hydrated myself? I don't know. I had a half gallon of distilled water, and it's still coming out. Um yeah, I've been watching a lot of antinatalist videos lately. And then as well as meditation and yoga videos that are talking about tantric sex or tantra, and how tantra is basically the oligarchy of what we need to sort of process through ourselves and to be able to, I mean, so you can still have sex without a condom for the rest of your life. And um you just hold your seed, because when you fast you go into an altered state of reality, like an altered state of sobriety, and you're able to filter this like mechanism from within while you're having sex, and you can alter or change the course of how good or bad or pleasurable or all that stuff just by eating. So at least that's what I believe. And then it's important to just even look at this stuff. Obviously some genetics are going to be worse than others, or some illnesses are not going to suit people well, but the bottom line is we have to try to enforce or, like I was saying, endorse, a lot more. Like, do something with currency as opposed to just wasting currency. If currency is going to be basically the gang of intolerance or uh, dis- dispossession, whatever, debt, like debt and all this stuff. I mean, if we could really just sort of put our minds together and say, like, either the currency is, going to work or it's not, because if these people keep wasting their money and all this, New World Order, America stuff, then we're not going to stand for it, you know. But that's not what's going to happen. I mean, these people are just as ill as everybody else, and we need to the psychopaths at the top of the food chain, of course. Um, these people are who are preventing us from following our our true dreams. So, and everybody's acting so ill and doesn't care because they're eating this crap. They're eating it up. I mean, whatever this reality is human existence. You believe that, whether you believe in evolution or creationism, it doesn't make a difference. Um, we're all dealing with something. We're dealing with the Adam and Eve story, and we're dealing with coming from primates in the trees picking apples. So it's the same thing. It's a double-sided. It's a two-headed sword. It's a two-headed sword. It's a double-sided coin. It's just, that's what it is. And red button, green button. Um, there is no difference when equality or feminism and certain aspects of distribution come into play. We have to really evaluate, like, what the hell we're all actually doing and talking about. So I apologize, for behaving the way I have, but it is, I do get extremely ill when I eat certain foods. So I blame it on that, and I don't want to live to eat. Um, that's why I endorse a policy of renunciation, or just following the footsteps of people that I believe are actually trying to help the world, or being the change in the world. So I know this is a little bit gross, but that is my piss. I did used to drink this stuff, but not like this stuff. I mean, I would drink my. Well, let's not talk about all this, but that's basically kidney filtration. So you want your kidneys filtering, that sign that the lymphatic system is working. You have a lymphatic system. That's why you exercise and do what you do. That's why you sweat, to get, toxins, like that out. So this has been sitting now for 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours or something. And I'm going to do a little experiment, and I'm going to drink basically like a half gallon of distilled water, so that show you guys whether or not, my kidneys filter wet when I drink distilled water. Time to get rid of like half these clothes, maybe 2/3. So that's what I'm donating today. I know it's not a lot, but it's all clothes, and there's some jewelry in there. There's just some stuff like that, some jewelry, hangers. So yeah, whatever.